Welcome, 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 and welcome back to the Holistic Hustle. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this episode. It is going to be amazing. Do you know why? Because we are diving into deregulating your nervous system. We are in a society where our nervous system is just screaming at us, calm us the beat down. And when I say that, we are doing so much. It's checking your emails, whether it's cooking, whether it's replying back to a message from my kids, whether it's replying back to a message from my friends, whether it's the hubby, whether it's a whatever it may be, we are doing way too much right now. So we are in an era where more is more and we need to really check in with ourselves. And I'm an advocate all about deregulating your nervous system. And this is why I had to come on and do this episode for you guys today. So welcome back. Let's dive into it. I'm so excited. If you're a high achiever, even if you're just starting out in your business and you need to really rain check yourself because, oh my gosh, anxiety in your chest is crazy right now. And we talk about manifestation. We talk about positivity. We talk about being the best version of ourselves. We talk about doing what's right for ourselves. When did we stop and think, when we check in with ourselves and really think about how our nervous system is working? Now, we need to really think about this because when it comes to manifestation, we need to be in full alignment, which means that our nervous system needs to be on point. We need to make sure we're not in an anxious state. We need to make sure that we're not in a lack of state. We need to make sure we are riding high, we're in abundance, and we are getting the most out of life. So, what better way than to get into it and discuss our nervous system and how we can really ramp it up and make it work for us, not against us. So, if you're stuck on overdrive, this is for you. I'm sharing my techniques. I'm going to share my own personal stories. And guys, like, you just need to keep listening because it is a game changer, especially the techniques that I'm going to be taking you through. So let's dive in because I'm a chatty patty and you know what I'm like already, especially if I've got my listeners listening each and every week. So we need to go straight in and let's just paint this picture because I love painting this picture. Now, when I'm saying let's paint this picture, we're going to paint it with you riding skyrocket high with your nervous system like, I need saving. I need you to be thinking, when I feel like that, and when you close your eyes and you get like that, what is it that you do? Do you just go on overdrive and keep kind of going balls to the walls? Or do you actually sit there and go, how am I feeling right now? And how can I check in with myself to make sure that my nervous system is at a relaxed state? Because you want to be abundant, right? You want to attract abundance. You want to make sure that you're achieving your goals, you're getting this shit done, and we are successful entrepreneurs. And by doing that, we need to check in with our nervous system. So this is crazy to think that we haven't really cracked the code yet, and we don't even know why we get to stay, or if we do, what do we do about it? We need to really be thinking about, right, when we're in fight or flight, rain check. Let's get straight into the tools and strategies to make sure that we are really bringing down our nervous system, bringing down our cortisol levels, and just being in that relaxed state for us to really think strategically, think logically, and also make sure our intuition comes out louder than ever because we want to get divine answers. And when I say divine to spiritual realm answers, right? We want to really use our intuition for that too. We want to really be coming from our higher self. That's the only way we can be authentic. We kind of get stuck into, get focused, and we're like, oh my God, this is great. I'm getting shit done. But we need to get to a point where when we do get in that state, that we don't run off that state for too long. Because when we do too much and we get overwhelmed, and then we've got influx of emails and messages and, you know, cooking to do and families to take care of and all these things, it can really kind of add up into your emotional bank account. And that's when the volcano erupts, and that's when the burnout happens. And that's when you haven't really had time to check in with yourself and really be like, right, how's my nervous system and how can I bring that down? Okay. So we need to really be going from that creativity mode. We need to really be going from that abundance mode. We need to be going from, like I said, that intuition mode. Okay. So studies have shown that 78% of entrepreneurs experience chronic stress symptoms do happen where they're not regulating their nervous system. But here's what they don't tell you. Traditional stress management doesn't work for high achievers because we're made stress our secret weapon and we're actually addicted to the adrenaline. Now, the solution isn't about eliminating stress, it's about building capacity and flexibility in your own nervous system. Now, think of it like cross training for your neurological fitness. Now, what I want you to really think here is if I was to implement these tools, how would I then feel? Even if you try one, it would be a game changer. I remember where I was in a corporate and again, I was a high achiever then as I am now, and I was running off fumes. And I literally, one day in the office, it was like a fight or flight. It was like, I felt like I was just drowning and I felt like I was sinking and the whole world fell on top of me. And I remember that day like it was yesterday, and so much trauma came flooding back. And my brain kind of worked in the past rather than the future and kind of get me out of it. And I spiraled to the point that I had to leave work and be like, you know what? I need to check in with myself and think about how can I go past this and how can I get to a point where I'm not getting burnt out so much and also I'm taking care of myself. So that's where, for me, it was like getting therapy and finding out the fight or flight, what causes that, why I get that, and how can I better myself, and how can I, and what tools and strategies I can use to overcome that as well. Okay, so let's move on. Let's talk about why our body-based practices are non-negotiables for sustainable success. Your vagus nerve is the longest nerve in your body. It's like a CEO of your nervous system. It controls everything from your heart rate to your gut, your health, your ability to connect with others. And here's the magic. You directly influence it through specific practice. When you activate your vagus nerve, you literally flip the switch from stress to success mode, and your cortisol drops, your decision making improves, and your access and it's what I call your genius zone, which is the flow state where everything just bloody clicks. But here's where most people get it wrong. They try to think they're way too calm. You cannot cognitively override a physiological response. You have to speak the body's language. And this is called bottom up regulation. And it's why breathwork, movement, and somatic practices are infinitely more effective than affirmations alone. Research from Stanford shows that just 5 minutes of specific breathing can reduce anxiety by 40% and improve decision making by 23%. Now, imagine what that means for your next big presentation, your non-negotiable, for your sales technique or your creative session, or you just being you. Now, here are the techniques that we can get in today. We've got 3 techniques that I want to go through with you. And I want you to try these techniques and let me know how you get on. The first technique is the physiological sigh. This is my go-to for instant relief. It's 2 inhale through the nose, followed by a long exhale through the mouth. The double inhale fully inflates your lungs, and the long exhale activates your parasympathetic response. Try it now. Inhale through your nose, then sip in a little more air, then slowly exhale through your mouth. Do this 3 times. Notice the shift. That's your nervous system recalibrating in real time. Technique 2, that's a 5-4-3-2-1 grounding method. It's perfect for when you're about to spiral or you're about to get overwhelmed. Name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This brings you out of the future anxiety or past regret and anchors you into the present. Your nervous system only knows how to be stressed about imaginary threats. When you're fully present, it naturally regulates. And technique 3 is the bilateral stimulation. This one's powerful for processing stress and making decisions. So I would try this if you can. Simply cross your arms over your chest and hands on opposite shoulders and alternate tapping left, right. And do this for 30 seconds straight. This activates both hemispheres of your brain and mimics REM sleep patterns where your brain naturally processes and integrates information. I do this before every big decision and difficult conversations, and I would definitely do these as well. It's really important. And if you are busy, I know you're thinking, shit, this sounds great, but how are you supposed to actually, do this? I would actually integrate it on the go. Whether you feel yourself, getting your heart flustered, I would definitely go into the toilet at work and try it out. I would do all the things where you are able to help yourself to actually grow and get its nervous system, in a calm and natural state. Now, what you could do is you can power up in the morning, use a non-negotiable, and actually start your nervous system as soon as you get up, and just re-regulate that from as soon as you get up. Okay. In between meetings, I would give it a go. An evening wind down, you can use a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. If you keep checking in with yourself and you keep deregulating your nervous system, you will get better, and you will find that these practices are going to change your life, that they've changed my life too. Now, the key is consistency over perfection. So these aren't more things to do. In fact, they're perfect things that you can actually implement in your life. So the more you kind of rein in actually how much they're helping, the more you're actually going to do in everyday life when it comes to calming down your nervous system. Okay. I have got alarms on my phone that actually is, and let me just show you, where they're like check-in points. And I think this is something that I feel you guys would benefit from too. And this is like checking with myself, and this is on my alarms. So I've got, look, Stella's check-in. Stella's check-in. So this is where I'm doing this work, and I have a busy schedule just like you guys. So if you just actually plan in your alarms to check in and give yourself a moment and go, you know what, I've got this. Let me just check in myself and let me do one technique depending on how my nervous system is feeling. You'll be very surprised. The more you check in with yourself, the more you understand your nervous system, the more you can help it, the more you'll grow, and the more you'll get better at decision making, being creative, bringing more abundance to you, and ensuring that your nervous system is working for you and not against you. Okay? So, what I want you to remember is your nervous system is not your enemy. It's the most powerful business business partner you could ever dream of. It's like your best friend. So take care of your nervous system. And remember, the better decisions you make, the more creativity it happens, and just your life just gets better. So we want to stop burning out, and we want to start burning bright, and we want to start glowing and giving the world the impact of truly what is us without our nervous system overriding and it being shambles. So I want you to choose one of the techniques and commit to practice over 3 times daily for the next 7 days. And that is it. I don't want you to overcomplicate it. And here's my challenge for you. Track how you feel before and after each practice. And I guarantee by the end of the days, and when you find the shift happening, it will be a light bulb moment for you. And you'll have a shift in your energy, in your clarity, the capacity to handle whatever life throws at you. And if this resonated with you, please share it with another high achiever, or even a friend that you're like, actually, I can see her nervous system is on one all the time. Sharing is caring. And let's really think about progressing and growing within ourselves. Guys, thank you very much for listening, and continue to hustle holistically. And it's all about the mind, the body, and the soul. I've got you each and every week. I'm back here again with episode number 3 of this new series, the 12 weeks. And I'm so excited to be bringing you these episodes. Again, if you need anything from me, don't forget to comment, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, I'll pick you up next week, guys. Thank you very much for listening. You more than got this. Lots of love as always. And remember, take care of your nervous system. Ciao, ciao for now. Peace.